everybody, I am NicoD. So as you might have heard, there is a new release of Armbian, so Armbian 2202. So in this video I'm gonna take a look at Armbian 2202 for the RK3399. So I'm gonna test this on the NanoPi M4. So first off, here is the download section. A lot has changed, so some images have been removed. So for those, check the archives. Then there is build from sources, that is the explanation to build your own images. Then become a maintainer if you want to become a board maintainer. Cover device support expenses. These images are very costly, servers are costly, electricity is costly, everything is very costly, so please support us. And then why we have shrunk the list of first class support. So some boards have been removed, like for example the RK 4. This is an RK3399. You can still build images for it and it will be just the same as these. The RK Pro 64 doesn't have any new images to download. You can still download of course from the archives. I think this was a build bug, so I've created a report for this. Normally this board has a maintainer, so I hope in the future this will be fixed. So otherwise, I tested it on the Station P1, this is also an RK3399, and it was all the same as my experiences with the NanoPi M4. And this still has the Buster Xfce 4.4 legacy kernel. I will see if we can get those for the other RK3399s also, because it is still handy to have the VPU acceleration in desktop. So these are the images that I tested on the NanoPi M4. So I tested this Armbian 2202 Focal Xfce with kernel 5.15, and then I tested this Bullseye, then the Focal Cinnamon, then Jammy Xfce. So the Bullseye and Focal Cinnamon and also the Xfce Focal are all 5.15, while the Jammy Xfce uses kernel 5.16. So let's start with Bullseye. So the first thing that we will notice is that the first boot has changed. So this has been cleaned up a lot and I like it a lot. So first we need to type 2 times a new password for our root. Then choose our command shell, so I choose bash. Then we type our username, so for me it is NicoD, and then 2 times a password. And then our full name, again NicoD. Then connect wireless, yes, because I am using wireless. So I can immediately connect my wireless and that is very good. And we are connected. For me I choose no, because otherwise I cannot choose English. So I choose 74 for English, Great Britain, then 7 for Europe and 6 for Belgium. And everything is good. And now we will automatically log in. This is a server image, so this doesn't have a desktop installed. So let's not make this video too long. So I tested the Buster image and it does work. I did hear that installing Open Media Vault was broken from the Armbian config. So I tried it, but it did work. But when it was installed, I was unable to connect my Wi-Fi. So it might not work with Wi-Fi. But otherwise this Buster server image is functional for server tasks. So let's go to the Focal Cinnamon desktop with kernel 5.15. This did have a problem. So the start menu doesn't work. So when you hover over it with your mouse, it doesn't change and you can't click on any programs. So that is not functional. You can still work with it if you use the terminal and use Ctrl-Alt-T to open a terminal. But this is not the way a desktop should be used. So we will scratch this from the list for functional images for the NanoPi M4 or RK3399s. Then onto Focal Xfce with kernel 5.15. So this image was functional. I tested almost everything. So HDMI sound works. Mounting external storage devices work. I have done a Blender test. This didn't perform that well on here. It performed a lot better with the Jammy 5.16. So this has brought a lot of new members to our team and we are very happy for that. So thank you to everybody who has joined the team. Some boards didn't find a maintainer, so these have been dropped from the Armbian supported list. But for these you can... One thing that I noticed is that Firefox isn't hardware accelerated on the Focal Xfce 5.15, while it is hardware accelerated on the Jammy 5.16. Chromium is hardware accelerated on the 5.15 Focal Xfce, but Chromium isn't installed on the Jammy Xfce 5.16. I think there is something wrong with it, because I cannot install it myself. So the Jammy image is the better performing image. Firefox seems to work better on it. If you want to use Chromium, then you will have to use the Focal Xfce 5.15. Panfrost is enabled, so it is great for gaming. I will have to see to adjust Armbian gaming to make it work for Jammy. So that will be it for this video. I will see if people like this video. I will make more videos like this about other SBCs. So thank you all for watching. See you all later. Bye.